Everyone, I'm Bets Golden. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be creating a weight loss journey journal, scrapbook, using some products that the Click Kit sent me. It's going to be documenting my journey from depression to health. And so I have this before picture. This one actually is not my recent picture. This was about 20 pounds ago, but I haven't gotten those developed yet. So basically I want to document this journey because it is super important to me and I want to remember it. And I basically started to see a trainer because I was having depression. So I started to lift weights, and trainer is cheaper actually than the counseling. So that's why I did that. And in the process, I picked up running as well for my cardio because I was getting tired of the elliptical. That's my trainer and I at the 40-pound mark. And so I did the color run with my daughter for the first time in November. She joined me. She's a senior in high school. And then in January, we did the hot chocolate run, and my son joined me for that, and he is 15. And then my trainer also decided to come out and support. So I have all of these pictures of my runs. I have pictures of me lifting weights that I'm going to have developed as well, just to showcase the journey that I've been on. And this is my daughter. She now is actually on the track team because of this newfound family hobby. And we were all supposed to do the Wonder Woman DC run, but it was canceled because of quarantine. So we're going to do it virtually instead. And this was her and I at our first run. And it's just really, this is just a really important time in my life. Like I said, I overcame depression. So I want to call the journal Outrun the Darkness, or How I Outran the Darkness, or Outrunning the Darkness, something along that line. And so I'm going to create today some pages that will be the background for the journal. And I'm utilizing a few of the things that the Click Kit Club sent me for April. And I did the unboxing of that on April 1st. So I'm just going to put together some background pages with you right now. And the colors that I'm using are Laid Back Lilac, Cherry Pie, Blue Hawaiian, Pure Sunshine, and Dirty Martini. These are the new Dylusion colors. These are not new colors. These are the same colors, but she opted to put them in this little bottle, and no, the label's not upside down. You're supposed to store them upside down because they were getting dried out really quickly. And so this helps elongate the life of your product, and it's also easier to travel with. So let's get started. I use 2 gel plates when I plate press. However, if you only have one, that is okay. You can use just a sheet of paper in place of one of the gel plates, and it will just be your junker page, okay? So what you want to do, there's 2 different ways to lay down your gel, your color. You can start off on one and then take your brayer and just pick the color up off on your craft mat or on your junker. I like to use the gel plate, and then you just brayer it onto the other, and you get a nice even coverage with that. And so I just like to add a couple different complementary colors. These are all warm colors, and so that's why I'm adding those. And then you can go ahead and take and just do a stamp if you want, just for a subtle image in your pattern. And then I'm just going to take it and pick it up like so. You do have a little bit more wiggle room with the gel plate in the sense that things don't dry quite as quickly as they normally would on just regular paper. So that's super nice. And then once I get that laid down, I'm going to do just another texture layer on here, and then we'll work on a second plate because I want this to set up for a little bit. And I always even brayer off. I clean my brayer on the back of my page I just did. If it's a beautiful mixed medium page like this is, that can withstand that wetness, it brayers off so nicely, and you can create your second background on the back of this. Also, when you are storing this for later use, always put it on its back, never on its tummy, because you'll get a flat line on your roller. So always, always, always place it on its back like this, okay? So let's go ahead and move on from here. And we still have some like little yummy bits right here, like down here. You guys can't see that, can you? Sorry. We have some really yummy bits on the bottom here, and I never clean my gel plate because it's kind of cool if you can pick it up later with different colors. It just adds a lot of fun texture and things like that. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use some blue, and I'm also going to use some lilac. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll this out. And if you have too much paint on your gel press, your roller will not roll. And that's how you know you have way too much paint, is your roller will stop rolling. So you need to definitely keep that in mind when you're working with this. And for this one, I'm just going to take some of this bubble wrap that was in the kit and lay it out on like so. And then I'm going to pick this up and brayer that out. Voila. And I got some of those yummy bits, as well as some of that ghost image of the rainbow foam stamp on that one as well. A little bit of a ghost right there. That's a really, really pretty background. And so I'm just going to work on these two. Actually, I'll do a third one with you as we wait, because I want these to dry a little bit so I can add and mix the color families a little bit. So for this one, I'm going to use some Dirty Martini. So this time I'm just going to brayer it out on this one. And then I'm going to use some Pure Sunshine, just a little dollop. Oop, I got it going on my dollop over there too, didn't I? All right, and then I'm just going to take my embossing folder. I have this beautiful embossing folder, and I'm just going to lift some of that color up, and you can do both sides. So there we go. And then I'm going to take this one and just brayer it out, lift up some of that color. Now I am getting some brown on the back because some of that mud, because my color families are getting a little bit mixed. And what I mean by that is your fire colors, like your red and your red tones or fire colors, those should never be blended with cool tones because you will get mud. And purple you can only literally blend with blue or red or both. And so you have to be mindful of your color family when you're playing this little game that we're playing right now. And so I'm just gonna brayer out. Now, see, I might have a hard time rolling this, right? We'll see. So that's why I like to have just something off to the side, because I can just really roll out that excess. So I'm just going to take this one and just lay it out straight on there like so, and then like so. So that's all working out quite nicely. I really like this. And then if you have any excess paint on your foam stamp, you can go ahead and actually try to stamp that out. I don't think I have really any. It's dried now, which is fine. So I have a nice base starting here with these 3 pages, and I'm going to go ahead and start to mix in some other colors. So for this one, I'm going to start to put some purple on top of it like so. So I'm going to put my purple over here, going to brayer it out just to pick some up on my brayer, and then rub it out over here. And then I have some really cool texture going on. I'm going to take these circle die cuts, just pop them on randomly, and then pop this on. And now I have some really cool purpley type you know, pattern on that with those circles, which is kind of fun. And then I can just pop them over here and do this side, which will give me even a more so of a different look using that same piece of paper. The fun thing with gel press is you can literally just play and just create fun backgrounds. And then I'm just going to kind of work that off a little bit. Now I want to see what will happen if I throw some, I was going to throw some water on this, and just to see if that will like reactivate this, because it is a water-based paint. So I just want to see, I'll do it on the back side, if it reactivates. It might not. But I will tell you a secret on how to clean your gel press plate, because as you go on, you'll have your gel press plate that kind of looks like this. That's okay. I never clean it, really. I actually use that color. So, all right, so let me take that up. So I have some purple on this. I'm not loving this, so I still need to work with this later, but I need to give it time to dry. This one I really, really like. So I'm going to continue on with that blue and purple theme that we got going here. And so I'm just going to lay this out so I can work relatively quickly. And this time I'm going to utilize this beautiful mesh. I love this mesh. So I'm just going to lay out some color. Sorry about the dogs, you guys. My whole family's home. So, all right. Laying out some color, and then I'm just going to take this and just run this over like so. Throw this on like so. And look how cool that is. And then I'm just going to put that over here. But before I move on, I'm going to try to brayer up even some more of that image. And this page is just turning out absolutely lovely. So let me just do that over, actually, let me do that on this page. Just kind of pick it up. I mean, I'm a total sloppy brayer. So I'm just creating some backgrounds on, you know, and this is a background, so it's okay if you don't love it. It's just a background. All right, so I'm still not done with that one. I really am quite pleased with this one. So I'm going to set this aside, and then let's go ahead and work on this one. So for this one, I think I'm going to apply some yellow. I think I'm gonna go back. I don't want to put cherry pie on it because I'm afraid it'll look a little Christmassy. So I'm gonna do some more yellow on this one. I'm just gonna pick it up like so. And then I'm gonna take this and just press my stencil in on some spots. Then I'm going to brayer it out. And let's see here. Can't really see that stencil. That's okay. Let's see. Let me take the stencil on the back and see what happens with this, if it does anything. Nope, it pretty much dried. That's all right. All right. So there we go. That's a really pretty background. I'm not loving this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do a brayer on this with these, doing the circles again. I think I'm going to pull in a few more. And then from here, I'm going to do the backs in just a traditional manner. So for this one, I'm going to pull in just the blue. For this, just the blue. And I'm actually going to wet that down and just see what that does with the, seeing, yeah, now it's making it hard for me to, makes it a little bit too wet and your brayer won't work. So just know that. And again, I need to keep it on its back. And that's going to be a lot of paint that I just did right there, and my brayer's not moving. So I need to, it's just too wet. And the brush strokes and everything are going to show through really pretty. So I'm going to lay these out again. And I just want to have some circles in this. And so I'm going to take this and just flip it over like so. clean off my brayer and really press it into it like so. Okay, still not in love with it. So I'm just going to go around with this, rub it on through. Actually, I'm starting to like that now. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so I need to get the backs done, and to do this, and I'm gonna actually use these too. I mean, these are pretty freaking cool, I think. Both sides. If you don't like one side, take a look at the other side, right? Okay, so from here, I'm going to just do the backs, and I'm going to do them in just my favorite easy way, which is I'm going to push this off to the side, and then I'm going to pull this one up here. Now, you guys, if you want to clean this, what you can do is let everything dry on it, and then put a thin coat of paint where you can see through. It's like it looks almost like a ghost. And then you quickly put your paper on it, brayer it out, and that will clean it. You also can use packing tape and put the packing tape down and it'll lift all of this yumminess up, and you can put that tape in your journal or on your scrapbook page or wherever you see fit. But that is how you can clean it. I never, ever, ever use the gel press cleaners. That's no fun. I love my gel press dirty. So we're going to go ahead and work on the backs right now. And so what I'm going to do with this is for this one, I'm going to use purple, blue, and red. So I'm going to utilize, I think, red on the top. And then we will do purple right in the middle. And then I will do blue on the bottom. Now you can mix your warms and cools, obviously, because that's how you get colors like green. But you just have to make sure you know what it will mix with. You know, you have to be really careful with that. All right, so I'm going to do the back side of this, and I'm just going to pop it down. And again, I'm adding more yummy texture by brayering out over the top. I love how this is starting to look. All right, so look at that. So cool. And while this is wet, you might want to try to, you know, lift some color. It didn't really work. That's okay. You can always take and your paint and brayer it on top of your foam stamp and stamp it out that way. But I think I'm pretty pleased with this one. I think I'm getting there. All right, so we're gonna call that one done for now. All right, and then the next up is gonna be the back of this one. So I really love the front of this one, but I'm going to do on the back, I think I'm going to do let's do some yellow. This is Sunshine. And let's do some pretty blue. I'm gonna leave the Dirty Martini off of this one for now. I'm just gonna kind of blend this through, and it's gonna give me some green undertones like so. And then I'm going to take that and just pop it down, brayer that over, and that really is cool too. Like, I love how this is looking. This is going to be such a fun, colorful book. Look at that. How pretty is that? Then I can just flip it upside down like so. Try to pick up the rest of that color on the opposite sides. There we go. All right. That is very, very cool. I love this. Never know what really you're going to get, but it's awesome. And then last but not least, we're going to do this one. And so for this one, I think I am going to do we'll do some green on this, and we'll do some of, this is actually Dirty Martini. And we will do some blue Hawaiian. And again, if you can hear it in the background, I'm really sorry, but we're all home. All right, so here we go. Just gonna rub that out. Clean off over here. Looks like it's kind of a lot. And then I just want to see what will happen if I just pop that down in the middle and then boom. Yeah, I got a little bit of it right there. All right. I love how that's turning out actually. See, and you can actually see the rainbow. So foam stamps are so much fun. You can do a lot with foam stamps. I'm not even kidding you. You can paint with them. You can use them, like do straight up paint on them. You can use ink on them. Just want to wash them with soap and water when you're done. I'm really liking that page now. Isn't that funny how that works? All right, and so from there, you know, you can just go back over and pick up colors and just keep working it until you can't get any more images. And I just usually work in threes, in threes, groups of threes, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out the Click Kit Club. I'll have their link provided down below. And see some other cool stuff in that shop. And really, I mean, go check out our Instagram. The Instagram is freaking fantastic. Like, I really love the Instagram. Lots of inspiration over there. I like because they have scrapbooking that's also like mixed media like this. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Make sure you check out that club to get your hands on these products as well. Until next time, I'm Bets Golden. Happy crafting.